Telepizza te trae la nueva Ibérica, una selección del mejor jamón ibérico sobre una masa crujiente, con rodajas de tomate natural y un toque de aceite de oliva. Nueva Telepizza Ibérica.
No, Markel hasn't trained this week. We'll try and see how he does today. We'll look to see how he is. But I didn't know of Markel's injury till after the game. I wasn't aware of it on the game. He had a little bit of a problem with his ankle, and I think it flared up in the warm-up. But it didn't influence my decision not to use him on Saturday. Yeah, Mikel Gonzalez has got a hamstring injury, so I know what I'll do. I know what I'll choose tomorrow, and when you come to the game tomorrow, you'll see my decision. Well, I'm glad to have Dura Tuta back. I'm trying to get him match fit. I've been here 3 months, nearly 3 months now, and I think Dura Tuta's only been fit for maybe 2-3 weeks in the whole time. So I've not had much chance to get to see him play regular. But what I've seen in the last week or two, I see him getting fitter, getting stronger, and he looks in a better physical condition than he was 4 or 5 weeks ago. So he's getting much closer to being ready to start and play in the team. And I know that everybody speaks very highly of him. So I look forward to seeing how he does. We are trying to find different solutions to try and score. Combinations round the box. Crosses. So we have to look for all the alternatives, but what you do need at times is you need some individual player to have a little bit of magic, something special. If not, we have to have a really good team performance where our passing, our control is good. So we're working on all the aspects to try and find more ways of scoring. But I think everybody's aware that, in the transfer window, I think we would have tried to add to our attacking options if it had been possible. But we've not been able to do so. So we have to work continually with the players we have and try and find the best way to get them to win. This seems to be the same question many times on the away games. It's been a difficult place to win. We have to go there and change that. We have to change. We have to go there with a real positive intent, which we will do. We'll go there and try and win the game. We tell the players we want to. Recently, we've played many games where we've been winning 1-0. No, our message is to go and score a second goal, score a third goal. So we'll go to Almeria, and we will try and get rid of that bad statistic you've told me, and hopefully come back with a positive result. I think all those things you mentioned. I think physically, when I first came physically, was a big problem. I think physically the team have got better. Mentally is now a problem because they have to go and believe that they can win the game more. Either 1-0, why not go on 2-0, 3-0? And you saw when the game went 1-1 in the last game, for the last 10 minutes, 10 minutes, we had more chances in the last 10 minutes. So we have to play at that speed the whole game, not just when it's 1-1. We have to try and play that way all the time. So I think that the players do need to change their mindset, we would say. And we have to play with the belief that we can go and win the games more. We don't set out to sit back and defend. We set out to be hard to play against, but we want to go and win the games. I believe if we had picked up the points which we've dropped, for example, Levante, Granada, where I think we should have won, and even on Saturday in the last game also against Celta, I think we would be well away from relegation. But because we've not picked up those points, we have to consider that. No, we have to be careful that we don't make too many mistakes. But last week, if we had won, we'd have been 10th in the league. and we would be beginning to think, hey, let's try and get 8th or 7th or 8th. We'd be trying to look there. So it can change very quickly. But I agree, it's an important result. If we can win at Almeria, it would help our position and get us much further away from the bottom end of the league table. Well, I would say that they have to show more confidence. When they're winning, they have to show more belief. We want them to express themselves. So I understand the question, but there's no one solution to it. The players have to be the ones who perform, show what they can do in that situation. But I think there's been other reasons. You have to understand, we've not been in a strong position all season. So every time we're in front, it's a desperation. We want to stay in front. And in many ways then we use it the wrong way. When we should relax and play better, it sometimes goes the other way. I always think that to give your players confidence is really important. But any criticism of the players will always be in the dressing room, and it will be done privately. And I tell them in the dressing room, it wouldn't be for the public, or it wouldn't be for the media, but it would be between me and the players. But importantly is that we build the confidence, and we've done a lot of good things. The players are working really hard and deserve the support. Their training's been great. They've tried to do all the work. They're trying to improve physically. We're trying to improve in keeping the ball, having more possession of the ball. We're trying to make sure that we create more chances, but that is a problem at the moment. So, but all round, the players have been very good to work with. And that's why I think they're doing the best they can, and that's why you cannot be critical of them. Yes, some individual moments, but overall it's difficult to be critical because they've worked so hard. And in the games, I see a great attitude. They have a big determination to try and win the games. We just have to try and make sure we do better at certain moments during the game. No, I see them confident. I see them relaxed. We need to play better. The players know that. We need to get better results. But they've done many good things. But we need to turn it into victories. But the players have been great on the training ground. They've been very good. They've applied themselves very well, worked hard, and I've got no complaints with how the players are working and preparing for the games. We just need to do a little bit better on the pitch. It is a big weekend, but I also thought last weekend was a big weekend. I think we had a great chance to go 10th in the division, and we would have been 2 points behind 8th, which would have been a really good position for us going into this part of the season. But every game at the moment is you could go up or you could go down. But we need to try and make sure that we start to get closer to the teams above us and get away from the teams below. So, yeah, it could be an important weekend. I think we're good enough to be not in that position, but we have to show it on the field. And I think we've shown some good signs, some good games. And, for example, last week against Celta, if we win the game, we go to 10th position in the league. And I don't think I would have so many questions about relegation. But we also have to make sure we look over our shoulder, and we have to win. If you don't win regular, then you're in trouble, and we have to win more often. But the team have done a lot of good things. We've had some really good results. I think we're improving. I believe we're improving. We just need to turn that into more goals, more chances, more attacks. While the games are 1-0, it's very difficult it can change at the last minute, as it has done for us in several occasions. So we have to change 1-0 into 2-0, into 3-0. and that's what we've not done. Well, we're happy with Alfred's work. He trains very well. He's working very hard every day to improve, and he's a great boy to work with. He'll get his opportunities in the coming months to show what he can do. But we've also got Emmanuel Agrexia, who scored last week and who could have scored another goal in the game and probably should have. So we have to try and find the right balance. And at the moment, you know, we want Alfred to continue improving, and we'll try and give him those opportunities to do so in the months to come. I think they do. They do look to attack, but we continually say we're not making enough chances. So if we put any more defensive midfield players in the team, then we will make less chances. So we have to try and get people who are creative. We need to get people who are creative, who can pass it, who can keep the ball for us, who can help us make opportunities to score. Defensively, we've been quite strong. Defensively has not been the big problem. It's been more going forward what's been the problem. No, I like talking about Carlos Vela. Carlos Vela is a great player, and he's a player who we will miss. But while he's injured, there's no need to talk about him. The important people at the football club are the players who are fit, and Carlos is not fit just now. So we should give more respect to the players who are fit, talk about them, give them the confidence and self-belief that they're important to the team. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do. And we look forward to Carla coming back, but we have to wait in that time. Almeria do have their wide players are fast, fast striker. So yeah, I think it's something you have to think about and be prepared for. So we'll tell the players, we'll prepare the players, but ultimately, you know, we have to be concerned about how we play. I'm more interested about how we play than how Almeria will play on the day. But I'm aware of their strengths, what they have, and also I'm aware of their weaknesses, and we have to try and exploit their weaknesses. Yeah, I've not looked after the window's closed. We considered because of the injury to Vela, but I think now I would rather look to Sansi, to the young players, and look to see if there's players who are ready to come into the team from there. But also, I'd like to make sure that everybody in the squad gets an opportunity between now and the end of the season to show what they can do. It will give me a bigger view to what changes I will need to make in the summer. And I think it's important that I get a chance to see those players. So we'll try and look to the younger players or to the squad we have here for the solutions.